Hi, I'm a Sand Recap and this is a movie to get. Aladdin. A merciful road imp and an eager for power excellent vizier strive for an enchanted light that has the ability to make their most profound wishes work out as expected. The film opens on the ocean where a sailor is cruising with his significant other and two youngsters, Omar and Liane. He begins to tell the kids a story of a road rodent, a princess, and an enchanted light. The children ask that he sings since he recounts stories better like that. Thus he continues, Bedouin evenings, and takes us to the realm of Agrabah. Someplace outside the city, the underhanded magician Jafar and his parrot 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐬 are remaining external the Cavern of Miracles, trusting that their pawn will go in and recover a fortune. However, the cavern dismisses every one of those that it views as contemptible by covering them profound into the sand until it has seen as the hidden treasure. In Agrabah's commercial center, we meet Aladdin, who lives alone with his pet monkey Abu and scrapes by through being subtle and taking what he can get. He pawns off a little thing to get a pack of dates. However, he gives it to a family who needs food more than he does. Somewhere else on the lookout, Princess Jasmine, masked as an ordinary person, takes a food from a stand and gives it to little youngsters. The retailer endeavors to rebuff Jasmine for it until Aladdin mediates and involves Jasmine's wristband as installment for the food. In any case, he swipes the wristband back immediately and changes it out before the proprietor finds out and sends the royal contingents. Aladdin, he and Jasmine go through the market until they dodge the gatekeepers and arrive at Aladdin's hideaway where he has an extraordinary perspective on the city. Aladdin communicates a craving to leave his ongoing situation while Jasmine, still not uncovering what her identity is, likewise wants for opportunity. At the point when they return down to the market, Jasmine attempts to leave yet doesn't have her armband since Abu took it. She is vexed on the grounds that it was her mom's armband, and she leaves subsequent to calling Aladdin a criminal. Minutes after the fact, monitors on ponies enter the castle and nearly push over certain youngsters before Aladdin steps in and affronts one of the watchmen. He fights back by telling Aladdin he is just a road rodent who will bite the dust alone. Crestfallen, Aladdin gets back. Upon her revisitation of the castle, Jasmine and her dad, the king, meet ruler Anders of Scanland, an expected admirer for Jasmine. She drives him away with her pet tiger Raja, albeit the ruler is baffled with Jasmine dismissing admirers since Scanland might have been an important partner. She doesn't need somebody decided to wed her, as she is more keen on administering the realm and rolling out fundamental improvements to Agrabah so she can help individuals. In the meantime, Jafar, who is the ruler's vizier, needs to persuade him to utilize their armed forces to attack the realm of Sherbad, which is where Jasmine's mom is from. Jafar endeavors to utilize his snake staff to spellbind the king, yet it doesn't work after Jasmine comes in, and the ruler advises Jafar to remain in his place. Not long later, 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐬 causes Jafar to notice Aladdin coming into the royal residence. Aladdin sneaks past the watchman to attempt to return Jasmine's wristband, actually thinking she is only a handmaiden while her dearest companion and a 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐬 handmaiden Dahlia is the genuine princess. Jasmine needs to send Aladdin away, yet he vows to return the following evening. He is gotten by Jafar and the watchman. However, Jafar converses with Aladdin and attempts to engage him by showing that he was a previous road rodent himself who rose to drive. He likewise lets Aladdin know that Jasmine is the princess, and that he can assist him with being adequately rich to intrigue her. Aladdin asks what he needs to do. Jafar carries Aladdin and Abu to the Cavern of Marvels to recover a basic light. However, the cavern cautions Aladdin not to contact everything except rather the light. He enters, and in spite of the fact that he and Abu get enticed, they center around getting the light. They even track down an enchanted rug and free it to assist them with tracking down it. Sufficiently sure, the light is at the highest point of a rough slope. Aladdin moves to arrive at it. However, Abu incidentally gets a ruby that falls. The cavern then, at that point, endeavors to trap Aladdin and Abu there as it begins to disintegrate and go to magma around him. Cover assists Aladdin and Abu with arriving at the exit. However, when he requests Jafar's assistance, he just takes the light and endeavors to kill Aladdin. Abu assaults Jafar before he and Aladdin get caught in the cavern. Jafar thinks he is successful until he really takes a look at his pockets to observe that the light is gone, and he shouts in rage. In the cavern, Aladdin attempts to discover a way. He considers why should this matter at all over the light was until he rubs it and requests an extraordinary blue strong genie. He clears up for Aladdin, in melody, his powers and the capacity to give Aladdin, his new expert, 3 wishes. Aladdin gets genie to get them out of the cavern. However, since he didn't rub the light when he made the wish, it didn't count and was fundamentally a gift. Aladdin likewise approaches Genie what he would want, and he concedes he couldn't want anything more than to be free and not need to allow any longer wishes. Aladdin vows to utilize his third desire to free Genie. Aladdin then imagines that he can utilize his most memorable desire to make himself a ruler to prevail upon Jasmine and have the option to wed her. Genie says there is ill-defined situation in that wish, however he at last consents to give Aladdin a royal makeover, transform Abu into an elephant to convey him, and afterward collect an entire company for the new ruler, Sovereign Ali of Ababwa. Aladdin, Genie, and the Ababwans, who have been created by magic, enter Agrabah and put on a grand show for everyone to see. Aladdin is brought to meet Jasmine, who does not recognize him as this prince. The Sultan allows them entry to the palace. Aladdin makes it seem like Jasmine is a prize to be won when he tries to make an offer for her hand. She takes offense at this, and he just makes himself look bad. Later, at a party, Aladdin tries to woo Jasmine once more with the help of the genie. This time, he uses his powers to make Aladdin dance well, but Jasmine is not completely convinced. Aladdin believes he needs to do something bigger despite the genie's advice to be himself. Because he and Dahlia have eyes for each other, he uses Genie as a distraction, and Aladdin uses carpet to get him to Jasmine's room. Rajas seems to like Aladdin well, but it is not until Aladdin shows Jasmine carpet and asks, "Do you trust me?" that Raja realizes that she accepts joining him. Jasmine tricks Aladdin into revealing who he really is as they sit atop carpet over the city to see how beautiful it is. Aladdin pretends that he was just disguised as a commoner as well. They ride carpet across the city to see how beautiful it is. Aladdin takes Jasmine back to his house, where they share their first kiss. Aladdin attempts to pay Jasmine a visit the following morning, but he is again stopped by Jafar and the guards. Jafar knows who Sovereign Ali truly is and needs to demonstrate that he has the light by pushing him off an edge and into the sea to check whether Genie will assist him with making do. When Abu and Carpet notice this, they rush to get the lamp for Aladdin. He rubs it, but before he can wish himself out of there, he loses consciousness by getting Aladdin to sign a wish contract. That counts as his second wish to save him. Genie breaks the rules. They try to expose Jafar for his crimes after reviving Aladdin. But Aladdin notices that Jafar is controlling the Sultan with his staff, so he swipes it and smashes it to show the Sultan who Jafar really is. They find Jasmine, the Sultan. If Genie wants to stay with Jasmine, Aladdin tells him that he must break his promise to free him and use his third wish to keep the Prince Ali ruse going. Genie hides behind his lamp, hurt. Later, a disguised Jafar steals the lamp from Aladdin as he walks through the streets, becoming Genie's new master. He goes to the palace throne room and uses Genie to become Sultan in front of everyone for his first wish. He even gets 𝐒𝐚𝐽, the devoted captain of the guards who was supposed to serve the Sultan, to turn against him. After that, Jasmine makes an appeal to 𝐒𝐚𝐽, who is loyal to their family and has known them since he was a child. Jafar uses his second wish to become the world's most powerful sorcerer, switching allegiances quickly again. Before driving Aladdin to the ends of the earth, he reveals him for who he really is. After that, he coerces Jasmine into marrying him or else he will kill Dahlia and her father. Jasmine reluctantly agrees, but she refuses to be denigrated for it. Aladdin wakes up in a snow and ice-covered area. He goes to get Abu, who is trapped in a crevice, and Genie sends Carpet to save the two of them. They return to where Jasmine is about to perform the ceremony to wed Jafar. However, she notices Aladdin and Abu riding on Carpet and steals Jafar's lamp to join them. To pursue them and retrieve the lamp, Jafar uses his powers to transform 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐬 into a monstrous bird. However, Sultan forces Jafar to release the staff, restoring 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐬 to normal, and Abu takes possession of the lamp, before brags about his power. Jafar overpowers everyone and traps them, even destroying Carpet. Aladdin, on the other hand, tells Jafar that because he gave him his powers and can take them away just as easily, he will always be second best to Genie. After that, Jafar decides to fulfill his third wish and transform into the universe's most powerful being. Jafar attempts to use his new power to attack Sherbad after the Genie grants him the wish. However, now that he is also a Genie, he is bound to his own lamp and is sucked into it. 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐬 tries to get away, but Jafar also pulls him in. After that, Genie repairs Carpet and tosses the lamp all the way back to the Cave of Wonders. Aladdin surprises Genie by actually wishing for Genie's freedom, despite Genie's readiness to return inside the lamp after Aladdin's final wish. As a result, he becomes human and gives up his powers for good. He gives Aladdin a hug and then offers to go on a world cruise with Dahlia, who turns out to be his wife when he becomes the mariner. Aladdin and Abu begin to leave the city, and the king advises Jasmine that he thinks she is prepared to govern, so he gives the title to her so she can be allowed to lead and wed who she needs. She runs into the city to get Aladdin, and they kiss. Genie and Dahlia are by Aladdin's side when he marries Jasmine, while Abu takes Carpet for yet another ride. The entire people of Agrabah rejoice.